I'm tired of streaming what you want me to stream. Avoiding all good topics lost under the verses. Don't know what you're spamming on me. Put under the pressure of clipping all these shows. Every segment that I play is another mistake to you. Can't even clap it right, can't even clap it right. We're between two hacks. We store your clips. We become so lazy. All of the uses fail. I'm scoring this from 0 to 3. If you score the highest, then the string belongs to you. Can't you see that you're not covering me? My strings are too tepid, afraid to lose control. Cause every creator I thought I would be has started watching clips right along with you. Every segment that I play is another mistake to you. Can't even clap it right, can't even clap it right. And every streamer I watch is more than I can take. We're between two hacks. We store your clips. We become so lazy. All of the uses fail. I'm scoring this from 0 to 3. If you score the highest, then the string belongs to you. And I know I may end up clipping too, but I know these clippers are nothing like me. They are actually talented too. We're between two hacks. We store your clips. We become so lazy. All of the uses fail. I'm scoring this from 0 to 3. If you score the highest, then the string belongs to you. We're between two hacks. We score your clips. We become so lazy. All of the uses fair. I'm scoring this from 0 to 3. If you score the highest, then the stream belongs to you.
Welcome one and all. Happy weekend. We are gonna be doing Between Two Hacks. I'm your host, as always, Echo Pineapple. Good to see you. Let's start the weekend off right, shall we? And hello as well. Little bit of talking in the chat, guys. Come on. I think we should bring on my host for today, OG Mumbling Nick. As always, hello, buddy. How's it going?
Pretty good, buddy. I got the towel up, so we're ready to go.
Brilliant.
The
Thank
welfare
you.
blanket. Yep.
The welfare blanket is up. Let's go. So yes, we have got a steel toe themed episode today. As you can imagine, with everything that's been going on, I've tried to do it in order. We've still got different people involved, different bits, different clippers, all the good stuff. But yes, we will crack on from there. I do have a little bit of an explanation of what we do every show. And luckily, I got someone a tiny bit more talented than myself to help. Let's have a look.
Wow, boys and girls, it's your good pal Tukey. So the Fruit plays the best clips from the best clippers in the Dabble hack whatever verse. They comment on them, and then they rate the clips from 0 to 3 in each of the following 3 stupid categories: how funny it was, how impactful on the verse the video was, and overall, how interesting it was, which is probably 0. Whatever clip scores the highest is officially the best clip of the week. Yay! Wait, Rochi isn't even on the show.
There you go. Thank you very much, Tukey. Thank you very much indeed. That sums it up, really. So we have got 5 clips today. I've tried to do them in order as well. So we're starting off with Nobody Likes Onions. We're then going to follow it on with some Nick. And then after that, some Ant, a little bit of Steel Toe, obviously. And then just to lighten the load at the end, we've got some Karmic. If we got time, we got a bonus. I'll keep that secret, though, just in case if we get around to it. Have you been following all this nonsense, mate, this week? Or you tried to keep out of it?
So, you know, I'm not much of a steel toe guy, but I couldn't avoid it. So I saw, I actually was watching Melton and Nick after the trial and everything. So I think I got a good understanding of what's going on with Mr. Toe, better than he does, I believe.
Perfect. Right, so we will start going through it. As you know, we will be doing our scoring at the end of every clip, and I will be stopping and interrupting every so often as well, just to add my 2 cents. So let's have a look.
Rice, onion, supertip.pg/hunchback. Patrick saw clip.
So this is a Doom clip, and it's about the grift. It's where it all started, really, for Patrick this week. So I must admit, I can't dispute it worked perfectly. So let's have a look.
The Dabbleverse is bullshit, but I see where it could be fun.
I'm on the fence about going to Minnesota for Aaron M. Holt's sentencing. I could easily do it. But I might not. But I might not. I think it could be fun. It could be funny. I just to watch Aaron M. Holt kind of squirm a little bit.
So spoiler alert, as we all know, he did go. He's been getting quite a lot of credit, and I guess it's kind of credited that he should get that. Well, not credited, the wrong word. Entitled, I don't know what the right word is. Because he did go. He did go into different places that Steel Toes made famous around his shitty little area, St. Cloud. So, like, well done, I guess, Patrick. Like, people seem pretty happy with what he done as well, what he provided.
He went to see the boxing coach, correct? Right? And
Yeah,
everything?
he also went to Stoney's, I believe, where they eventually got kicked out. So yeah, no, he's done good, and I think he's got more stuff to bring out over the week. You know, stuff that he's recorded. So he's like pacing himself, which is good. But yes, this is where it all started, and yeah, I think it was Dean from United States Australia. He said this is kind of it's quite a compliment, I guess, for a content provider where they can get paid to go create more content. People have so much faith in you that you're going to go do it. So I called it the grift, but it is. But either way, it worked out all right.
Gotta be clear. I don't think Aaron's going to jail. It just seems very, very unlikely. But the reason it would be fun to be in the courthouse during the sentencing is to see Aaron act like a bitch. You know, he's got all this is horse shit. The judge knows we're all friends. And because these are like closed and you can't get the video of them or the audio of them, it would be great just to be there in person to see how he behaves in front of a judge. I kind of want to see that. I kind of want him just knowing that I'm.
So people in the chat will definitely know this better than me because I follow Steel Toe because I have to. You know, I go in the United States, Australia, I go on BYB, they cover it. So I kind of have to follow it. Also for this show as well. But out of own personal interest, I don't really care about Steel Toe. But I think quite a lot of people were saying that, like, was it like 10 people went in total? Maybe someone with a bit more information in chat can confirm. But obviously there was Nick, there was Melton, but I think there was a few fans as well who actually like turned up and went with, maybe locals or people a bit closer. But
yeah, I heard Melton say that they literally asked who's here for the Imholt case, and a bunch of people raised their hands, and they're like, absolutely no recording. So one of the guys collected, was it 10? One of them collected everyone's phones and ran it up to his car, so they didn't have to leave. So yeah, so there had to be a good amount there.
Yeah, no, for sure. Which is mad. Like, that's not far off the amount of people they got to go to the first fucking Atlanta, was it? What's the fake Vegas, the cheap Vegas?
What's that? Yeah. Oh, Atlantic City.
Is that right?
AC. Atlanta.
Atlanta. Yeah, AC. Okay, cool. Yeah.
I'm watching. Kim Nicholson said he is going to jail. I don't think he is. Hello.
Hey, Patrick, what's up? It's Landon.
Hi,
so
Landon.
Minnesota. Hey, Minnesota. If it's Tuesday and today's Sunday,
yes.
If we donate, I mean, you're going to get a ticket tonight, or how is this going to work?
Yeah, I said I'll have to buy it on the stream, or I'll buy it on tomorrow's stream, one or the other.
Okay.
Because I want
we're halfway there.
I want Aaron M. Holt to know I'm coming. I kind of want somebody to super chat him tomorrow morning.
Does anyone know the amount they asked for? Because I assumed it would have been in this clip, but I just realized then that it might have been, mentioned and not brought up again. But obviously a flight and a hotel, I assume he probably asked for.
This is crazy. Like, if you think about it, like, I'm gonna, I don't know. I'm not shitting on it because it's entertaining, but I'm gonna pay people pay to fucking YouTuber to go to a fly from Vegas, like from the West Coast to the center of the country to watch like a court hearing and all this shit. It's fucking crazy. Am I wrong?
Yeah, well, yeah, no, it's halfway impressive though,
right.
because people paid for Stuttering John to just go to Atlantic City. That was it. Like the only obligation was just go, do what you want, go. That was it. Whereas people have paid for Melton to do the same, but he's also, in their eyes, I would assume, and in mine, to be fair, provided content for that as well. He's created additional content. And I think the issue a lot of people kind of have with Steel Toe is you can't really trust the word he says. So he's not going to come out and go, this is actually what happened. Right. These are the results. He will try to twist it, but we'll see.
Morning and see his reaction. Like Melton says he's going to come sit in on your sentencing and just watch his noodle.
Okay. Sorry, Eva. I missed that. Didn't ask for a specific amount. Okay. Got you. Okay.
Hands go.
It'll be, if you do this, it will be fucking awesome.
Yeah, I think it'd be fun.
So, I mean, I'm down to throw in, but I don't want to throw in if you're not going.
I mean, I said if I reach the goal, I'll have to go. You guys will give, and I'll have to
reach the goal. But maybe based on Eva's comment, it was just a bit of a joke.
Yeah.
I know, but if I throw in money and then no one else does, and we don't reach whatever this imaginary goal is.
Wow. Dance like nobody's watching, man. Dance like nobody's watching.
Don't say. Yeah, I'm saying everyone in the chat.
What's that, Nick?
Who is he talking to? That sounds like Nas. Is that Nas? Redna?
I don't know.
Okay.
I doubt it. No, I don't think Nas has that kind of money, mate.
Poor. Give Melton money. This would be worth it.
You know what Steel Toe says? Don't wait for other people. Start the rally.
Here you go. Look, Eva's helping out here. People started dropping hundreds. Yep, there you go. And then he said he had to. Got it. Okay. Let's have a look.
Start the rally. I'm happy to start the rally. Okay, if you're gonna go, man, I'll start the rally. All right. It'll be fucking funny.
Look, I'm not stupid.
I think the problem I would have with that, I think that's why maybe that guy was a little bit like, I just want to double check, is I think Melton would be like, of course I wasn't going to, I know he did go, and he's a man of his word, he did it, but I would feel like he would just call me stupid if I gave money and then, hey, you didn't go. I'd be like, well, obviously I wasn't going to go. I'd be like, oh, all right. More for me, I guess. But
that's almost one of those things where he has to be like, here's the goal. If I don't reach it, you guys get your money back. I'm not taking it. It's just to go to that, because that's, I get it, man. I wouldn't want to be dishing out. I wouldn't dish out anyway, but still, if these guys are into it, they don't want to dish out, hundreds of bucks and then, little short. Sorry, guys.
I guess you would only do that if you trusted the person, though, right? And you trusted him and you went. So I guess it all worked out fine.
Stupid. I'm 100% sure people will chip in for me to go. So I'm sure I'll be going.
Yes. Awesome. All right. Thank you.
Pieces of shit. You pieces of shit. Don't wait for the rally. Be the rally. I'm putting it out there right now. I want to squash this, Aaron. I'm coming to Minnesota. I don't think you're going to jail. I want to squash this. Me and you, clip it. Aaron, I'm coming to Minnesota for your sentencing. I want to fix this. Let's make it right. I tried to make up with Chad. I tried to be nice to him. He doesn't have the emotional or the he doesn't have the EQ or the IQ to accept my generosity. I'd like you and I to be, maybe not friends, but cordial, friendly, and kind. Let's just hug it out. Let's just be cool to each other. Let's be friendly.
Hey, G-Rob.
And let's just not make this confrontational. I'd actually like to write a letter. I'd actually like to write a letter. I'll work on it tonight. I'll read it on my show tomorrow. I'll bring you a gift. I'd like to bring you a gift. Some nice.
So I don't. As much as I put Grift in there, I don't really think I can give him too much shit for this. Apart from the fact he's probably got plenty of money that he gets from donations anyway to go, and he would create content and he would get money back from it anyway. But either way, people have asked for like GoFundMe's to get to places before, right? Like in the past, in the Dabbleverse. I think Rocco did it for the first DabbleCon or Hackamania. I can't remember what. I think it's DabbleCon. So, is it that much of an issue?
Yeah, no.
What do you think?
It's funny. I just think it's. I don't know how to say this. So the people I know who have done it are Joey C, Stuttering John. I don't know if you want to put yourself in that category.
Rocco done it.
Rocco, right?
Rocco
But
done it.
to me, Rocco was like, he's just starting out. He made bagels. It's like his part-time thing. This is like what Melton does. But I get it. I think Melton could afford to do it as long as he was going to go anyway. I'm fine. Like even if he came up short and had to throw in a little out of his own pocket, it's not a big deal. Yeah, you know what? If
Wait, Kahuna, were you there? 1 second. Kahuna, were you actually there? You wouldn't make eye contact with anyone in the courtroom. Jesus, I didn't even know you followed that.
I wouldn't either. Yeah. Well, basically, like if people are going to give it, they want to give it, then that's up to them. I can't tell people what to spend their money on. It's none of my fucking business. So knock yourselves out.
Oh, for sure. Wow, that's amazing, Kuna. I didn't know that, mate. Well done. Yeah, Kuna went. Cinderbrand. I guess there's two ways of doing it. The Rocco way? Yeah, sorry. Or the Stuttering Tricks way. Yeah, and from what I know, I think Rocco is quite straightforward with it. And I guess Melton has been as well, and I'm sure people who like both of them people are happy enough with the result. But I don't know. We'll find out, I guess. But look at this. Look at Cupcake. Hello, mate. How's it going, buddy? Thank you very much, American Cupcake. Very kind of you. Gifting 5 of these memberships. So let's fill that jizzy little pineapple.
Core Blimey, 5 gifted memberships.
And just for a little bit of appreciation as well. Cheers. Buddy.
Oh, thanks so much, Cupcake. So you can support the fruit but not pay for Christina's sucky.
There you go. You know what's weird, Sam? I've not seen Bibley in the chat, and I was trying to defend Sam Bibley, saying that you're not the same people, but never see both of you in the same place. No, only kidding. But yes, Sam B not having a good day, it seems. Sorry to hear that, Sam. But maybe more clips of Melton will make you feel better. Let's see. But yeah, thank you very much, Kuna. Cheers, pal. Appreciate you. I think he's got his show tomorrow, so keep an eye out for Kuna's show. Probably overlaps one of my shows, but just go watch him. It's fine.
It's whiskey or something,
Yes, I have got a cold, you bitch. Yes, I have got a cold. But I'm nearly over it. I'm okay. Look at this. Boom. Oh,
jizzy, baby.
Oh. Thank you very much, Eva. Look at that. Generosity knows no bounds, you guys. Thank you very much. Very generous. And look, we get it over and done with already. Didn't even have to do much grifting today.
Core Blimey, 5 gifted memberships.
Thank you very much. And of course, Eva, a little bit of appreciation.
Thanks, Eva. I'll put that towards a bottle of Crown Royal and Dixon's next appearance fee, but I digress.
And of course, to wrap it all up, thank you. Thank you very much. Very kind of you. And oh, look who turns up all of a sudden. Look who turns up, Sam Bibley. Yeah, I was just having a little bit of a joke with Sam V. Doesn't seem like he's in a good mood today, which is sad. It's a weekend, It's a weekend. Let's all chill and have fun and watch Melton for half of the show, pretty much. I think this clip's nearly over though, so get your scores ready. But yeah, thank you.
Real quick, sorry. I was gonna say Eva cracked me up yesterday. I was watching your boy, I digress, and he had Stevie Lou on, and as soon as Stevie found out KV was live, he nixed it. And then fucking KV's watching fucking Zumek, and as soon as Zumek finds out, he nixes it, so him and Clearwater can go on. And the second Chad came on MLC, all of a sudden I saw Eva show up and with fucking tomatoes in the chat. I mean, sorry, Zumic, not whoever I said. Yeah, Zumic. So yeah, the poor girl, she shows up to watch her show, and there's her fucking hated fucking, I'm fucking up everyone's name. End this thing. Just play the video. Fuck me.
Fantastic story. Thank you very much for that.
Clip that
Fantastic.
fucking story. Clip it. Too many names, bro. Too many names.
Nick, next time you could go, I saw Eva the other day. It was funny. That's just as impactful.
I was just trying to get to her throwing tomatoes at Zumic, and I took the long route, and then I lost my train of thought, lost the names, then realized it wasn't a funny story anyway. So I was trying to find a way out of it. You know, what can you do, buddy?
Hit the dislike button for that story, guys. Come on.
Fucking Christ. Tomatoes at me.
How do we make this right? How do we fix this? Enough's enough. I went and told my wife that I have to go to Minnesota.
Perfect. Right. Okay. Jesus Christ. So as Tuki taught us earlier, I'll just play it again just for the people who weren't here, which was all of them. A little introduction on how we do it. Okay.
Wow, boys and girls, it's your good pal Tuki. So the fruit plays the best clips from the best clippers in the Dabble hack whatever verse. They comment on them, and then they rate the clips from 0 to 3 in each of the following 3 stupid categories: how funny it was, how impactful on the verse the video was, and overall, how interesting it was, which is probably 0. Whatever clip scores the highest is officially the best clip of the week. Yay! Wait, Rochi isn't even on the show!
Thank you. Right, so I've done my scores, mate. What's your scores on the doors for this? Go on.
One impactful, I actually got to give it a 3. And then interesting, I'll give it a 2. It's interesting. 1, 3, 2.
Perfect. No worries. For your story earlier, 0, 0, 0, if that helps.
Negative, whatever. Yeah, absolutely.
So we've got a little bit of Nick Ricada here. Another Doom clip. Thank you, Doom. And it's him and Patrick going over the steel toe news. So it's quite a long one. But yes, this is probably the most important bit of the week for me, this update we got here. Brent Monkhouse, hello, you little homo. Apparently he's checking in. Fair enough. Let's have a look.
Or Getsu Nick's top clip. Ooh, my beer.
We recommend he be remanded into custody at the conclusion of this hearing. Basically, arrest him at the end of this hearing. That ain't good. As soon as I heard that, I was like, oh no.
You know, when Todd Peterson told him that he was going to be arrested at the end of the hearing, that he basically shit that maroon suit. Like,
he was just like, I just told everybody how difficult it is to go to jail in Minnesota. This can't be happening.
1 second as well. I think this is why people get suspicious, Sam. There's only one of you at one time. But yes, milestone membership for Raving Ninja for 1 month. Click the emoji icon on PC for B-Face. B-Face. There you go. No idea what that means, but click it because he told you to. Thank you for being a member, pal. And make sure you check your milestones, guys. Feel free to spam them in this chat. That'd be great.
To raise his bail to $100,000 unconditional, $50,000 conditional, and take him into custody immediately. That he's shown a record of ongoing reckless behavior throughout his entire release, like from the beginning. So this isn't something that popped up. For people who want to know, was this a specific thing that popped up that caused this? No. She said he's shown throughout his entire release, throughout the whole case.
even prior to conditions being set.
Please.
1 second, sorry. Mothman, you must not have your memberships. How do you not get gifted on?
I know, dude.
We get gifted way more than I have viewers. Like, that's insane. But yes, don't worry. I'm sure you'll get one at some point. Or for $2.99, you can get your own one. Or if you don't pay for your own one, feel free to upgrade for the higher tier, which at the moment you don't get anything because I've only got American Cupcake. But if I get more people upgrade to next tier, you'll get stuff that I decided on a while ago. Yeah,
I was gonna say Liquid Cryptid. Sorry, Liquid Cryptid's been in here twice, and he gets a membership like every month. How the fuck does Mothman, who I see here
like
more
TSN.
often, yeah,
Mm-hmm. It's like TSN.
ongoing behavior. And he's had numerous police reports. I imagine this is every time he had a violation that Kayla was made aware of. She was told to make police reports.
Yes. So she and I together, I did not want to make police reports. I wanted to talk to the person who did the probation stuff, but we didn't
That's not how it works.
We didn't get that person's information until.
I do like that Nick is dressed up reasonably appropriately for being in court, and Melton kind of looks like maybe he's put on a shirt that will technically let him get in the buffet at the hotel for food when it says you need to dress smart.
And he's wearing his own. What do you think of people wearing their own swag? It reminds me of people like.
Oh, I love it. No,
Do
no,
you
I
really?
love that. Yeah, I think that's great. If I didn't have a filter and I had my merch, I would wear it. Of course you would, because you'd be like, this is good. Like I stand by it. I think it's good. Look at Cupcake's Corner gifting another one. Did you try to get a certain someone there, Cupcake? Well done for trying. I don't know who you got, but God loves a try.
Oh, jolly good. Cheers for the gifted.
He got him. Apparently he got Mothman.
Oh, nice.
Well done. Nice. Good catch. Well done. Good work indeed.
Last week, or no, 2 weeks ago, I believe.
So
we've made
three.
We've made 3 police reports.
So he's been reported to the police for these violations 3 times.
So we're nearly at the end of the month. Sorry to interrupt you two, but it's a long chat anyway. Nearly the end of the month. I've done 5 members only streams this month. So I think you got your $2.99 worth. I do have a $7.99 tier where it will have a separate Discord and a few additional things. So if you don't pay at the moment and you're like, I don't mind giving Echo some money, do that one if you wouldn't mind, if you would consider it. Only if you regularly consider donating, and if you don't have money, leave it. It's fine. Obviously, I'm a pineapple. I don't actually need your pennies. But yes, consider it. At least consider it.
This is just, they want a record of it. They want it on paper for the judge that this has occurred. Also, this gets rid of spurious reports, I guess, through a non-official source. When you file a police report, it's a crime to lie to the police.
Right. And the officers investigate your report and then they pass it on to the
court, to
the attorney.
Got it. She mentioned the numerous emails she gets on a daily basis, and documents and recordings with timestamps. Again, she mentioned numerous violations. She said he has violated the court orders countless amounts, and
So I must admit, this is the bit that I loved the most, because whenever I was speaking to anyone about this on their shows, whenever they want to talk steel toe, I'm like, how can the judge not be like, this motherfucker is flagrantly disrespecting every rule we've set down, as if none of it would get back to him. And I like that it did get back to him. It gave me a tiny bit of faith in your system over there. But yes, Jesus fucking Christ.
This shows you how important it is to know the law. I mean, look at Nick had way worse shit done to him, and he's coming out less scathed than this fucking moron who just can't keep his fucking mouth shut.
Do you know why? Because he didn't stream for like a year. Okay, he didn't stream for like a year. So yeah, look, the judge was pissed, said Kahuna, and he would know, he was there. So yes, I'm not surprised. Honestly, the few times I've mentioned it, I'm like, does the judge not know he's taking the absolute piss, like taking a Mickey, as we would say over here? But clearly they were annoyed, so that's pretty good. Hello, Casey. Hello.
Female judge too, right? Yeah, he was. Yeah, female judges. Number one, no offense, they're extra cunty to begin with, but I'm sure she didn't appreciate. Yeah, being a woman, I'm sure she can sympathize more with the victim in this, and I heard that people sent her. She got sent tons of clips, so I'm sure she saw the smugness.
Not surprised.
Yeah,
the smugness would do it for me. Yep. The smugness would do it for me. 100%.
And every time he's crossing the line of what the court has ordered, and it's very clear that he is not taking it serious. Those are the words she used.
There's one more specific line that I think matters. She said, there are more than enough violations to cross what we consider harassment under the law. she's very specific. Like,
Mr. Z, I'd assume she'd be past that stage of her life as a judge, right? Not necessarily like, but the odds are, right, if you're a judge, that you're probably over 50, wouldn't you say, Nick?
I assume. I'm not looking at the chat, so I don't know what he said.
No, good boy.
Was it a
He was
menopause
saying
joke?
maybe as a time off the month.
Oh yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah. Hello, Stuttering John's thinking out. Why haven't you got a membership? Jesus Christ, what is going on here?
this has gone. This isn't a one-time thing. There are tons of things that they have determined to be violations.
At that point, the judge handed it over to Todd Peterson.
Mr. C. Hey, Tiger Lily, how's it going? You okay? Mr. C, I don't understand the logic. Why would Rochi pay to be a member of this show? Like, it makes zero sense. He's on the show. He wouldn't need to pay. He gets paid out of the memberships. It makes zero sense. Zero sense.
I pay like a dumb fuck.
Actually, yeah, he pays like a dumb fuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, Rochi did remind me I need to play this more often. Sorry.
You should feel compelled to gift some memberships. Make other people a member of this chat. Because giving is a thing. I don't know.
For sure. Yes, Nick, female judges are extra cunning.
I'm telling you, I hate to generalize, but yeah, I've actually been in front of judges a lot less than you think, but I have been in front of them, and yeah, and the females are usually less sympathetic to the cause. That's all I'm saying. A little more cunty. Kind of like you right now when you're sick, you little bitch. Jesus Christ.
I think Nick's probably quite patronizing. He's like, hey, I'm trying to white knight for you here, Judge. And she's like, right, you fucking piece of shit.
This was...
Can I say something right before you describe Todd Peterson's speech?
Yes.
I used to think that Todd Peterson was competent and that Aaron was retarded and just didn't understand what his attorney was telling him. And so he was coming out and spinning. After the letter that he sent earlier this week or last week or whatever, and then his performance in court today, I was just like, nope, he hired the most idiotic defense attorney I've ever encountered.
So quite a lot of people are agreeing with that his defense attorney was a bumbling fucking idiot. I'm not 100% sure if you caught one of the statements that was put out, or kind of from the attorney essentially saying, look, if Kayla doesn't like it, she can just like avoid it. She doesn't have to watch the show. It's like, I don't think that's how this works. I don't think you tell the victim, you go, no, stop watching it if you don't like it.
Blaming a female victim with a female judge is not the smartest move. I think he sucks, but I also heard it was the straight fee type lawyer, so I don't think I think he gave Aaron, probably gave Aaron decent advice. Aaron just didn't listen to it, and he's not checking on the fucking guy, and that's how it went.
No, for sure. So Squid, bad lawyer, worst client. Yeah, I would probably go like that. I would go like that. Yes.
Includes me.
Again, the prosecutor just listed off all these things. Again, the notes I have it: ongoing behavior throughout the entire case, from beginning to end, numerous police reports, emails, documents, and recordings, social media posts, numerous violations, countless amounts.
I think that's just Clearwater Chad. I'm not gonna lie.
Crossing the line, and he's definitely not taking it seriously. This gets handed over to Todd Peterson. I shit you not. This man goes, Your Honor, my client is a homeowner. Why not say his credit score, you fucking retard? Like, what are we doing?
So I was trying to kind of look at devil's advocate on that, because I do that with most things, sure. I was like, well, why is he saying those things? And he's trying to build that he's a responsible, person, I guess, which would kind of flout in the idea of what he's done. So I don't know if he's trying to build that he's like, look, he is a responsible, like, a person who contributes to society in some way. He's made a mistake, but he's not an absolute idiot. Shouldn't be. So can be trusted to, not necessarily like do it again. Which is wrong, which is 100% wrong. I think everyone in the Dabbleverse would vouch that's absolutely wrong about Aaron. You can guarantee he's going to do everything wrong. But do you think that's the way they were going with it? Because a lot of people are like, why are you mentioning he's got a house, that he's got a business that he can? And I'm like, I think they're trying to build a little bit of a, he's trusted to have a house, a mortgage. So maybe, you know, he's not that retarded.
Yeah, I think that's part of it. And also like I'm not sure exactly what kind of what was going on at the
Look at
court at the
Ripley.
time. Yeah, so I was just gonna say.
That's a good show.
In the US, in our court system, when it comes to bail or not bail, a lot of that depends on, I mean, if you commit is flight risk, and you know, if they think you're gonna leave and not face your charges, but it's like, you know, I got a business, he has a home, he's in the community, he's got kids,
Yeah.
he's not gonna take off. Like I think that's more what he was doing, but still had to pay the old bondsman, so I guess it didn't work, but I think that's what he was trying to do.
Hey, Blue Sky, how's it going?
At this point, this is what you have to say for him. My client is a homeowner. He graduated from Brown College. I'm looking around like seeing if he about to run out of a tunnel at a football game. I don't know what's going on. He's the owner of Steel Toe Media Inc.
Which isn't true.
It doesn't even matter. Don't bring that up. That's what's causing all the problems. I would shut my fucking face about that. Like that's what's caused all these issues. He's never had a felony. Now, what's interesting about that is he's had numerous misdemeanor charges for harassing women.
At least he didn't put yet on that list. He's not had one yet. Like, I'm glad he didn't make that much of a mistake. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Dude, the toe is fucked. Like this is how he makes all his money. He's fucked.
Well, don't you remember? Everyone's saying like when he came out, he said, "Yep, it's $50 and that's it." You know, it's a done conclusion. And I was one of many people going, "Surely that's not it." You know, but it seemed like it was based on what they had. But it was like, really, that's so underwhelming and seemed really, really like light and generous. So I'm glad they kind of reconsidering, especially when you show zero remorse. Yeah,
this is all from sending Gino the picture, right? Because I know he's had corporate different things like with his ex and everything.
Yeah, no, that is literally the Kayla stuff. Yeah,
yeah,
100%. That's all it's from. Well, all it's from. It's from.
It's
not get into that, but yeah,
right. It's bad, but it's like he's let it escalate to this because he just can't stop. Yeah, he's fucked.
And now he's in trouble in front of the court for not obeying court orders during a case about harassing women, where he violated it by continuing to harass said woman. But he doesn't have any felonies, you guys. He said these words, which is fucking insane. I have advised Aaron throughout this case not to discuss the case or mention the defendant, and it's clear that he understands that.
So I'm going to be stealing his line a little bit, I think, here. But essentially, the lawyer's going, "I've done my job. I've not been negligent. I've not passed on information. I've done everything I'm supposed to." And he's looked me in the eyes and he's gone, "Yep, I understand what you're saying. Understood. No more of this. Understood." And then he's just kept doing it. But yeah. Oh dear.
Again, this is after the prosecutor just said all this stuff about how
you say that, Rochi, but I don't know how much it should cost, but apparently it cost $8,000, so it wasn't nothing at least. But I guess that's probably pretty cheap, right?
It's
Nick,
from what I get
when you got took to court for sexually sending inappropriate stuff to people.
I have had a drug thing, but no, I've never had that. But no, ask Mr. Z. I'm poor as shit. I get the public defender, buddy. Fuck that. That's what I get. But yeah, he does the flat fee, and that's what he gets. Like this guy doesn't get paid hourly to work on his cases. So on this particular case, so that's what Rochi's right. That's what you get. If you don't pay someone hourly with a retainer, he's gonna half-ass your fucking case. That's what happened.
Yeah.
And he's been in disregarding court orders. I've advised Aaron on multiple occasions not to talk about this case or the defendant, and it's clear that he understands that. Now, either Todd Peterson, like you said, is fucking retarded, or this is a flat rate lawyer that has his head in the sand and doesn't give a fuck about Aaron and isn't paying attention. Aaron's lying to him and says, I never talk about it. I never talk about her.
Yeah.
And he believes him.
And so I think it's a bit of both and I'll get into why.
Well, it's not like he wouldn't, like, it's not like he'd get a refund on it, right? If he loses the case or anything,
Right,
or
yeah.
gets a worse deal, he's going to go, well, I did everything I told you. You didn't listen. You know, that's the end of it, right?
Yep.
Give us a bad review, I guess. Like, next. That would be it.
You can
No
appeal
money back.
You can appeal cases on a claim of like incompetent counsel.
That's why what we heard a minute ago, where he goes, I've spoken to him
Right,
numerous times. He's a
exactly.
fully
Yep.
competent adult,
Yep.
and he's confirmed, he's understood that he's not supposed to do it because he's gone, there you go, done. You know,
Yep.
I've done my job. You know, down to you, mate. But yeah, Jesus Christ.
When you're done laying it out, because I have some thoughts that are really on how he acted in the courtroom, and they're really big clues as to what's going on kind of behind the scenes.
Even if you had this whole speech prepared, after the prosecutor lays all that out, wouldn't you call an audible and not say that?
Well, you just
he
say
doesn't understand it.
We
the
object.
prosecutor just told you he doesn't understand it, and he's being again, he's not taking it seriously, and he keeps crossing lines countless amounts of times, numerous violations.
He didn't want.
Talking about someone who crosses lines all the time. Hello, Mr. Jerry C.
Supertip.gg/ cool. Get a job, pineapple. Grifting Fanuk.
I am a Grift Infinite. And Tiff with the membership for a month milestone. Sunny smiley face. There you go. I hope that's as smiley as I can get. There you go. Thank you very much.
Let's say my client didn't do it. Like, that's insane. My client did not violate the release conditions. These allegations are incorrect and out of context.
You know, in the chamber, they went over all.
That's really unfortunate. The typo you made there, Raper. But yes, Steel Toe has no clothes. Yes, for sure.
The list of violations, and
I
she
do know
just said,
that.
"I don't need to watch all this."
I do know that.
So holy shit. At that point, that's all he had to say. My client owns a home. He graduated from Brown College, 2-year degree. He has no felonies, and he's the owner of Steel Toe Inc.
Oh, and he has 3 kids.
He's been advised not to talk about it, and he clearly understands that.
Kinda has 3 kids. Kinda.
That's
it.
The defense rests. The judge then said the first words out of her mouth, and actually the first words out of her mouth before this whole thing started, was another lengthy spiel about we better not record. So we got warned 2 times, both by the officer in the court and by the judge. Aaron is really concerned about people recording.
You know who else is concerned? Jim Norton and Florentine. We got an email about our tickets being like, just a reminder. No, don't have your phones on when you're in there. Don't be taking any pictures. Don't be recording anything. Don't be doing anything. It's like, oh, Jesus.
Stand-up's the one place where I actually agree with that shit. You know what I mean? Because they're working out.
I still want to take a picture. I still want
You're
to
right.
take a picture.
I just mean
before
like
it
the
starts or something. Yeah. But yeah, Jason and Mesa joining in with the generosity. Thank you very much, mate.
Oh, jolly good. Cheers for the gifted.
Cheers for the gifted. Yes, thank you very much, pal.
Reporting this case. The first words out of the judge's mouth, Mr. M. Holt, I am not amused.
Oh, here we go. 1 second. One of the OGs, 2 Short Long Dogs, member for 5 months. Look at that milestone message. Hello, lads. Please wish my boy luck for tomorrow. Yes, he will absolutely destroy it. He will come back with the gold, mate. Best of luck. And tell him if he doesn't, you missed out on Jim Norton for it. So, you know, he's got to up his game. I'm sure he'll do great. I'm sure he'll do amazing. Let me know. Send me a message on X, mate, once it all goes through. And look at that as well. Boom. As well. Look, we've got a little train going on here. Wrong kind of train. That's not the kind of train I'm in. But thank you.
Oh, jolly good. Cheers for the gifted.
Appreciate it, pal. Best of luck to him. Best of luck.
Good luck, Mr. Long Dog.
She accused him of continuously harassing the victim, and said, I have seen the several violations about this. I've given you a no contact order, and I can't even read my own fucking handwriting.
She went over the order again, and she said, "You are not to."
I can empathize to that. My handwriting is retarded. My handwriting's so bad, I'm convinced I'm left-handed. And I just got forced to learn with my right because it's like some child who has his hand trod on. That's how bad it is.
It's funny. When I take my time with mine, it's pretty decent. But when I got to rush and take notes, I'm with Melton. I can't read shit that I fucking wrote when I got to write quickly. Holy fuck.
You have any contact, direct or indirect. You're not to mention directly or indirectly on. And then she listed off a bunch of stuff: social media, any broadcast, any
anything
production
you can think of that she could see that you talk about her.
Don't.
Privately, publicly, if she could see it, you better not do it.
I think that's the problem with stupid people who think they're clever, Nick. So you can kind of empathize with that, maybe. With regards to, sorry, with regards to, hey, I'm not talking about anyone. I'm just, hypothetically kind of. And it's like, no, you are, and that's enough. And it's like, no, I never said her name. It's like, doesn't matter. You heavily implied who it was, or you kind of started. Someone said her name, and then you responded to it. So you were talking about that person. And he's just like, no. I'm smart enough not for that to happen.
And didn't he, like, when he went on vacation or whatever, when Gino and Kiki filled in, he told them to talk about it or talk about her, whatever? Yeah.
Or to recreate the picture,
Yeah.
I think it was. Yes. Yeah. So absolute idiot.
Yeah. Todd Peterson, one other thing he asked for is instead of raising his bond, in lieu of raising his bond, could we come up with some sort of cash settlement? Is there honor? Here's my license with 100 tucked under. Is there anything we can do here? What she did was say, yeah, the cash is the same amount of bond would cost. Yeah, he can give the court, he can just turn over $5,000 to the court, or he can go get a bond for $5,000.
Might have saved himself $500.
Maybe.
Because 10% bond fee.
Okay.
Yeah, so he probably saved himself $500. Good job.
Yeah, well done. I guess that works in the long run, right? Because you get that money back if you don't skip out or whatever.
So I took that as he was, I could be wrong, but I was wondering if he was trying to say, can he make some kind of cash deal with Michaela or whatever? And, so I can talk about it, because I'm not going to be able to not talk about, you know what I mean? Like some kind of financial settlement or something. Because he's not going to be able to make any money. Like that's all people is going to super chat, and he can't even acknowledge it or put him up or anything. So he's fucked. They're just going to stop.
So yeah, for sure.
Stop super chatting, I should say. Sorry, go on.
No, never say stop super chatting. So we actually have a super tip from the man behind the new artwork that we got for this specific show. So Skinny Chad, Conspire a Theory podcast. I said that terribly. Thank you very much for the 5, and do hit him up if you need work done. He did it really well and really quickly as well, so give him a shout.
Need money now? Call Nose Riketta, Hunch and Associates. A wife for every nostril and a freshly changed tires in every garage. We have a hunch you'll find sanctuary in our law firm.
Thank you very much. Thanks. See, I got some of my money back as well. That works perfectly. But yeah, do give him a shout out if you need anything done, because I'm very happy with the work that you've done for this. Thank you very much, mate.
She basically then said, Mr. Peterson, would you like to go ahead with sentencing today?
G-Rob, I reckon about $5,000. What do you think? Approximately 5,000.
Yeah, could be. Yeah.
Very true, Skinny Chad. Because he's got a big nose. Exactly.
This plea deal is done. This plea deal is fucked.
Yeah.
This woman was about to send this man to jail. If that lawyer was so stupid that he had answered the question, yeah, let's go ahead and just do sentencing today, Aaron was going to jail. I have a feeling she's not going to accept any plea that does not have jail time in it.
And you know who else has that feeling? Todd Peterson.
Yes.
Is this not kind of what he deserves? Like, I know it's so bad, because we could go into the semantics of what you should get jail time for and what have you. But it's not like he's done nothing before. This isn't the first time he's done anything wrong towards a female that he's been romantically involved with. And also, he's shown zero remorse. Like, I think that would be the main thing for me. You know, if you could believe that he's like actually like, all right, I fucked up. I maybe didn't realize what a big deal it was. Then you can kind of go, all right, you know, maybe we don't kind of throw the book at you. But when someone's like, psh, what are you going to do? Charge me $50 and let me go? It's like, well, maybe I shouldn't do that.
Yeah,
maybe that isn't the way to go.
His lack of remorse is why I don't even feel, because like this is gonna make me sound weird, but part of me almost thinks this is almost too much. Like he can't. I want to say this, like he can't say anything. The judge thinks that she can see. He can't. So I don't know. The fact he can't even like acknowledge her without saying her name, is like, that's like hard. You know what I mean? It's like, I think that's crazy to me. But he has no remorse. He never stopped. He can't learn his lesson. So you have to put it to that. Like I almost think he should be able to be like, look, guys, I can't talk about her anymore. You know who I mean? That's it. But he can't even do that, I don't think, because that's referencing her, you know? So
but honestly, at this point, why does he have to do that, Nick?
No, that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't have sympathy for it. But yeah,
there's zero reason at this point, especially when the judge is going, all right, dickhead, like if you're not going to take it seriously, you're going to get some fucking comeuppance for it. At that point, you just go, done. All right, nice. And that's kind of, I think, wait, he's not even doing that, but he's kind of doing that. But yes, is the picture of mumbling Nick's legs also a part of the case? Where's his legs?
Oh, Brent, I think you're the only one that watched that video, so thank you.
Right, okay, all right, fair enough. Jesus Christ.
I have a feeling a lot of the people involved in the case know that. I can't say that I know that. I have a feeling this judge is not going to accept any plea that doesn't include jail time. Just call it a hunch back.
Boom.
Aaron was then
fucking got him.
Rescheduled for another hearing, for a sentencing hearing on October 2nd at 11 a.m. because Scott Peterson demands a transcript of the plea hearing. Why would Scott want a transcript of that plea hearing?
So this is the big...
This plea's going to be dead in the water. This plea's not going to matter. Why does he need that transcript of a plea hearing?
So his exact words were, we want to pull a transcript of the plea hearing to consider our options. So you only have really two options once you've entered a plea agreement for guilt, and that is to proceed with the plea agreement or you withdraw the plea agreement.
Right.
And that's the only two options you have as a defendant.
But why would he be so interested in what was said?
I think he's the guy who ate the chili that had his mum in it, 1738. I was thinking the same thing. I'm pretty sure that's the guy. But yes, Scott Peterson is a South Park character. I'm pretty sure.
Didn't Scott Peterson murder his pregnant wife? Isn't his name Scott Peterson? Yeah.
Yeah, that's also another one. Yes. Yeah, Jesus. If you want to talk about murdering people's wives, make sure you super tip at supertip.gg/.
Supertip.gg/a cool. He gets to keep 30% more, but I digress.
You sure do, pal. You sure do.
Plea hearing.
This is the key. The plea
close enough, though.
Agreement itself cannot be used as evidence in of someone's guilt.
So he was going to plead guilty,
right?
And
he did.
This.
He did plead guilty, and
but if this plea agreement is withdrawn, they cannot use him pleading.
Yeah, we nearly got it. I'm going with the South Park one. That was great. That
guilty
was great.
For that plea agreement.
Right. They can't say you pled guilty with this thing and you withdrew the plea agreement, so you're guilty. They can't do that. But everything you say.
So that was quite interesting for me, obviously, because I know fuck all about laws, let alone your specific laws. But that's quite interesting that it can't be held against you. You know, if they withdraw it, they can't go, well, you've already said you're guilty, which is interesting because you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, we have a lot of weird shit like that, but it's like literally like to be the jury. You don't take that into consideration. But if you already know it, how can you not subconsciously take it into consideration. Yeah.
I've never understood that. You would have
Yeah.
to be such a next level person to,
Right.
if someone's like, yeah, I did it and I'd do it again. And then they're like, disregard that. And then you
Yeah.
go, I reckon he's innocent. It's like,
Yeah.
you don't reckon he's innocent. You remember him saying, I did it and I'll
Mhm.
do it again, right?
Absolutely.
Jesus.
About the plea agreement in court and out of court is admissible.
So if he were to go on his show after he signed this plea agreement and admit that he did do it, say that he did it to be malicious, say that he did it to bully Kayla, say that all these things, which he did several times.
His exact words
as late
were-
as last week. Now he has so again, before the plea agreement, he never said I did it. He never said I did it. The minute he signed that plea agreement and thought he was safe and thought this was all done, he couldn't stop saying how he did it. He was ashamed of it. He's sorry he did it, but he was malicious. He was bullying a woman, and all that can now be entered into evidence. And should they need to come up with a new plea agreement now, the prosecution may not even be interested. The felony may be back on the table because now he's admitted it, and the component that made it a felony versus the misdemeanor was the intent, the intention. And now that he has publicly stated, my intention was to bully and harass her, the plea deal might be off the table. They might go back.
See, that is interesting with that though, because I would think along the lines of Melton, you know, from that. If he's saying, yeah, I did it and I'm really sorry and I did it, you're like, okay, done. But I'm pretty sure Nick here kind of corrects us again. Guys, do us a favor, if you haven't already, hit that like button or dislike, whichever one really helps just the same. But yeah, Jesus Christ.
Back now for the felony.
So there's one more thing. The plea deal itself can't be used. You just talked about out of court statements, but in Minnesota, to enter a plea of guilty, you have to stand before the court and on the record, under oath, provide a factual basis for every element of the crime. You have to admit, you have to give the court enough information for it to determine that you're guilty. You can't take a guilty plea and say you're not guilty. Like, oh, I'm just taking the guilty plea because it's a better deal. If you do that and the court finds out, they will withdraw your guilty plea.
Now, I found that super interesting, but you know what I found even more interesting was my Australian friend, Brent Monkhouse, giving me a super tip. Thank you, buddy.
Yo, you too can have a case. Send $2 for pictures of Mrs. C, and your boy can also do well. My knickers.
Brent, make sure you're tuning in later, mate. Have we got a show for you after this one? Jesus fucking Christ. Yes, but Nick, we're nearly done with this one, mate. I say nearly done, probably another 5 minutes. It's the longest clip by a mile, but it was the most important one.
I find that. Sorry, go ahead.
Go on. No,
I was gonna say I find that interesting what Nick said too as a lawyer, because there are millions of people who have taken guilty pleas when they're in, or maybe not millions, thousands, whatever, guilty pleas when they're innocent because they just, they don't want to take the risk of, all right, I go to trial, I might do a year in prison, I take this guilty plea, I pay $500 and it's off my record in a year. You know what I mean? It happens all the time. So
I think it's crazy. Weird. I think it's crazy that you could go, right, I'm gonna go to jail now, I'm gonna have to accept this deal. I'm gonna have to say, yeah, it was me. And if I'm not believable enough, they might go, no, you don't get, it's like, but I didn't do it. But
you get a trial, asshole. You're not going to jail. Yeah. No, yeah.
Here you go, guys. Yes, supertip.gg/echo to not get any pictures from Mrs. C, if you wouldn't mind. But yeah, Jesus Christ. Have you been following the doxing of our friend Cardiff Electric? Sorry, 5 hits kind of catching my eye with some of these comments.
Yeah.
Have you seen some of the pictures? I love every picture. You can't fully see his face.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm still guessing that's not Cardiff, but I'm not right.
There you go. You never know. You never know.
He's playing it very well. Cardiff. Very well. Yep. Mm-hmm. Plenty of fat ball guys.
No, you're going to trial. We, as the court, can
in the Dabbleverse, 100%.
Not convicted, not guilty person. So if you believe you're not guilty, we can't do it. So you have to lay a factual basis. So at Aaron's plea agreement, he had to say,
here you go, Riz Kuada. You have to admit guilt to get to play. Yes, exactly. But I think from what Nick was saying, obviously, don't quote me on this because I'm an idiot. But I think from what Nick's saying is that you kind of have to also take responsibility. You can't just go, yeah, fine, yeah, I'm guilty. Like you have to kind of be like, I'm guilty because I did X and I did Y and I did Z. Shut up, G-Rob. No way have you not heard. There's no way you haven't heard. But yeah, Jesus Christ.
I sent this picture. I knew that she did not, that she had an expectation of privacy in this picture and that she did not consent to it being sent. He has to go through and lay that out, like what was going on in his head. All those statements are now admissible should the plea be withdrawn. And that's huge because these are statements made under oath. He can't say I was fucking around with my audience. I was just being a braggart or a blowhard. These are made in court. So he's either commit perjury or they're true. So now they can just go and say, here's.
Could you imagine Aaron in an actual jail, like, or prison? Sorry, because I think jail is technically just where you stay, like, temporarily, right?
Yeah.
In a prison is where you go. Could you imagine him in a prison for 6 months? My God. Ugh.
Dude, I obviously did some rough shit when I was younger. I thankfully never went to prison. I can't imagine me going to prison. Never mind that smug fucking prick. Yeah. I don't know how he can handle it. He's gonna get fucked in the ass good.
He would lose his teeth at the first like week,
Oh,
right? Surely.
yeah, he's gonna get knocked the fuck out. Yeah. Being too smug in there.
You said this at this hearing, didn't you, in front of a jury? And they'll all hear him say, yes, I sent the picture. No, she didn't know about it. No, she didn't consent to.
Okay, so he'd probably go to jail then.
Like he'll have those statements are all in, and there's no way to go. Oh, these are hearsay or anything else.
You couldn't have taken the fifth on that.
No, you cannot. Well, the way he could have. There are two types of pleas. There's an Outford plea and a Norgard plea, and I kind of trolled him on Twitter a little bit about this because he said Todd Peterson was the best person ever. I was just thinking for the civil suit, but an Outford plea says, I don't admit to these facts, but I admit.
How I honestly was like, I said to Rochi the other day, I said, has Cardiff lost his job or something? Because I've never seen Cardiff stream as much as he's been streaming lately. And I know he's got his monitoring the Mud Shark and what have you, but he's been streaming loads, which is great. It means I've had something to watch every day, but still, like.
Yeah, he's even been streaming late at night. There was some night I woke up to piss and he's on with like fucking Rocco at like 2-3 in the morning. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. It was crazy. Yeah, maybe.
Nick, can you pay attention to Squid? It's a
sorry.
subtle hint, mate.
Sorry,
subtle
buddy.
hint. Thank you very much, Squid. Thank you.
That the state will probably win. And that is a plea that the judge can allow, but you have to ask to use it. And
that makes sense. That makes sense. Thank you. Yeah, that does make sense. Because I was like, I love Cardiff, but I'm like, I never see him that long. Brent, they're Americans. They don't have time off. All right, stop agitating them, mate. Right?
Rubbing it in.
Only Brits and Australians get time off. Okay, and every other country apart from America.
Norgard plea is similar. It's I don't remember these facts or something, impedes my ability to know about them, but I admit that the state has a.
Brilliant. Okay, cool. So nice and long. But I thought it had so much in there. I kind of had to not cut any of it. Right. What's your scores on the doors, mate?
Well, funny wasn't supposed to be, so I'll give it a 0. But impactful 3 and interesting. Interesting. I'll give it another 3. It was interesting. Yeah.
Mate, we got the exact same scores on that. Very good, very good. Hey, leave Spurgsnake alone. He's my buddy. All right, 5 hit. You can give me grief, but don't give him grief. All right. We're now gonna hear Anthony Cumia's reaction to this. So thankfully we've got Stallion 19 to clip some of that. So thank you very much, mate. Let's have a little look.
Let's discuss the ends and the J's and stop clip.
That's maybe my favorite video that I got AI to do. I can believe it let me do all of that. But anyway.
I guess I.
Oh shit! No, that's actually something I wanted to ask real quick. Eva, so you said that he sent you stuff, but he didn't pay enough postage. Is that right, or something along those lines? What happened? Did he send you stuff in the mail and didn't pay the right delivery or didn't pay the tax. I know when I've bought stuff from Australia and America before, I've had to pay an extra like tax on top. Have you ever had anything like that, Nick, or is that just me? Am I going mad?
Yeah, I don't know anything about that.
That's a difficult one.
That was my way of I was reading Eva's thing and I wasn't half paying attention to you. I heard some extra tax on something. That's all I heard.
Motherfucker. Useless.
Sorry.
Right, let's play the clip.
rarely address the fucking unbelievable cluster that is the Dabbleverse here on my show. Sometimes John will.
One sec. Here you go. She's come back. Right, Nick. Now
All
I'll
right.
read it out so you
Pay
don't have
attention.
to get distracted.
Gotcha.
So did Zumok mail you a hat, Eva? And Eva said yes. UPS is sending demands for parcel payments. So there's no obligation on that, right, Eva? They'll send you like a red slip through the door or whatever, and they go, we tried to deliver you this parcel, but it hasn't had its it's not tax, that's the wrong word, but whatever it is paid, and X amount is owed if you want a parcel. I'm sure you can just ignore it, right? You can just go like no, like, because if someone sends you something, you don't have to pay it. You'd be like, well, I never ordered it, so it's
right, yeah,
not down to me. Return it.
That's crazy.
I don't think so, Sam. But yeah, go on. What did you want to say?
No, I was just even gonna say that. Like I've had COD shit, but I never had someone send me something on their own and they didn't pay enough postage or whatever the fuck it was. Yeah, that's crazy.
See, I've got loads of hats. They're even on my wall. That's how many hats I've got. You know what's annoying? I'm not actually wearing the hats because they're on the wall. They're too high up. I don't bother getting them. So I might take a few off. But yes, guys, if you're enjoying the show, do hit like. If you want to contribute in any way, feel free to use Supertip. I get to keep a lot more of it. Supertip.gg/echo, and you get to do a silly AI voice. Well done, Nick. Well done, mate. You doing good.
Supertip.gg/echo. These vacations won't pay for themselves.
Sorry, I cut you off there, mate. What did you
No,
do?
that guy wouldn't do well in prison either. Not with that fucking smug voice. Jesus.
And supertip.gg if you wouldn't mind. Yeah, that's what I said. I'm not paying for shit. I never asked for it.
Yeah,
Yes.
fuck that.
How much? Eva, do you mind letting us know how much it is that they're asking? If that's okay. Like, I don't think that's really personal information, is it? That's just how much he's trying to get. Yeah, then the post will sell it, and I'll buy the Mudshark merch for a discount price. Yes. But yeah. Right. Let's have a look. I don't think he's technically short the postage, G-Rob. I think he didn't pay whatever the. I guess.
Oh,
that's
Eva's
fine.
she's a Brit like you, right? I'm not
Yeah,
trying
she
to-
sure is.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. £60. So that's like $500, guys. Obviously your currency shit. But yeah, wow. Okay. Yeah, that's way too much. That's way too much. I don't understand. It must be a very big parcel for you'd have to pay £60 off it. Jesus Christ. Right. Anyway, sorry.
Do something absolutely moronic. Often, John will do something absolutely moronic. And I'll comment on that. I'll comment on, obviously, I do Shuli's show. Of course, Uncle Rico. Love it. Do that.
I assume it was an A cap. But yeah, Squid. That's a big lanyard. Yeah, 100%. Jesus fucking Christ. Let's have a look. He should cover the postage. I paid overseas for a Clay Dabbler commission. Yeah, no, 100%. And yeah, I think I've delivered stuff abroad and I've got stuff delivered and I never got charged. But if you do get charged for it, it is an extra amount. And I think you should hit that cost, right? Especially if you agreed to it. But Jesus Christ.
That show whenever I am able. And the rest of the Dabbleverse, every so often a Kevin
Fucking hell. A new Chad's newest show name, Giving Back Zumok. Well done, Eva. You can't stop helping him. Jesus Christ.
Brennan impression. What are you doing? Stop. You're an idiot. You're a loser. You know, that shit. Really quick throwaway. Like he should be thrown away. But the rest of them, I don't even deal. Who are these podcasts? I go on that show every so often. I watch it. But as far as like commenting, doing running commentary on the Dabbleverse. I rarely do it. But I guess
only for a TSN cup, right, Nick?
Yeah,
that's all he does it for.
Dude, I hardly watch them anymore. I never realized how much, even though I hate John, I find the non-John shit kind of boring that they're doing.
Well,
I just can't watch it.
I've noticed as well what they've started doing is putting Uncle Rico shows.
Right,
like,
yeah.
Playing Tiger Lily, do you watch TS? I'm pretty sorry if I'm
Tiger
wrong,
Lily
but
used to. Yeah.
You watch TS? Do you still watch TSN? Yeah, John got too boring for me, to be fair. But yeah, Jesus Christ.
there's big news today in the Dabbleverse, the Aaron Imholt news, right? And that was isn't that the big story today? Let me see. I'm gonna go here for a sec, just so I can.
So it doesn't matter how many years you've been a radio legend. When you're an old fuck, you're an old fuck. sorry, Ant. He's like, let me click on this button over here. Whilst I'm right. Do you reckon you want Joey back? I reckon Joey can fuck off for a bit. I don't mind. Go on, Nick. What did you want to say, mate?
I was just gonna say, if he didn't have a bad ticker, dude, he needs like a little pick me up. Fucking Cumia. He's every time I see these, he speaks well, but it's just this low energy. I don't know, like not the old Cumia. Need some coke from.
It is weird.
Somebody.
It is weird. Every clip that we played from him, we've been a bit underwhelmed, haven't we? To be honest. EDub45, Chad is always trashing these. It does seem like it. Like honestly, it does seem like it from just what I see. His female fans, add G Rob to the Flat Cat and Eva and Skate Pal. Yeah, you're not wrong. Hey. I can't talk about teeth. I'm not allowed either. I'm from the wrong country. I can't mention it. But yeah, Jesus Christ.
I saw indicted. I thought, well, he'd already been indicted. Steel Toe. Yeah, that's what his show is called. I don't know what that is.
King of all diffs, you're my favorite old man. Okay, used to be 5-hit, but 5-hit doesn't like me anymore. So you're my favorite now.
Like I'm so out of the loop on that end of the Dabbleverse that I don't even know what Steel Toe means. But yeah, he had to go to court.
I know what he means. He was on my network, all that stuff. But yeah, I've got no idea.
For sentencing today. For sentencing, I guess. And yeah, sentencing was today.
How did I meet Stat? Oh yeah, I don't watch Kiki. That's how. She called Chad a virgin. Oh no. Oh no.
Which Chad?
50-year-old virgin. Could you imagine? No, Clearwater's got a kid. Come on.
That's right.
He lets him on stream whenever John's about.
I know.
A lot of the Dabbleverse shows are commenting on it or will be commenting on it. That's
yeah, you're right. You're
just
right.
it. I might be a little too early here. That sucks. Because I kind of want to know before the end.
Easy. I think you might be right. He puts that Eva and many others through the ringer. Chad hates women. Maybe. And you know what? Over here, we love women over here. Yep. We love them so much that we let them buy me memberships for my chat. It's great. No, I love you all. You're all amazing. All amazing.
Speaking of memberships,
the women.
Can I comment on one chat caught my eye? I apologize. Our buddy Brent, it's a little bit back now, about me having tier 2 membership in I do. It was gifted to me.
Oh, for TSN.
I do. I'm not even saying I don't watch them anymore. When they advertise it's Uncle Rico, I put it on. And sometimes they don't cover John. Sometimes they cover John for like 30 minutes and then go to something else. If they're doing something mostly on John, I usually watch it. But I have never paid for a TSN membership in my life. Every one of them has been gifted. I only pay for this fucking fruit and WATP for reasons. But yeah, that's it.
Yep. I pay for Pretty Antisocial. I pay for BYB. I pay for Aussie Guy. So yeah, and they're all worth it. And I think you should all follow them as well, guys. And if you're gifted, but you like supporting the show, you can upgrade to tier 2 here, and we'll do the raid, and we'll do other rubbish things that they do. We'll talk about Stuttering John on a different show. Here we go, trainables. I loved the idea of trainables, and I was happy that they were doing something different. Then I think I said to you when they started doing it, I said, "Is it any good?" And you went, "No," which is shame. But yeah, I'm glad Zen didn't leave, because if Zen left, they would have been
right. Zen's doing good. Like I'll even say, I actually like that they're trying to do all sorts of new things. I think that's smart.
Yeah,
just most of it
they should have
hasn't
done it
really...
ages ago, though.
Yeah,
they should have done it ages ago. When they're doing the BS show, they just gave up, whereas they should have been.
Yeah, the BS show was a nothing show. They should have made it something. It was nothing. It was kind of like what, no offense, like when like Rob Saul or someone just goes live and just randomly, all right, what are we gonna do today? Oh, hey, you ever heard about this clip? You know, it's just like thrown together.
Hey chat. No offense if you like Rob Saul, obviously. No offense.
Well, I even watch Rob. That's how I know that. But yeah, it's...
No, I know.
It's just thrown
I was like, who are you talking to in his audience? All right, you're above the Dabbleverse. We heard you, OP. I mean, Anthony. Yeah, exactly. It does annoy me that a little bit. But so many people do it. So many people do it that it's kind of like redundant now, right? It's like, yeah, you hate it. You hate it. You hate it so much. Yeah. But do super tip me, please, Dabbleverse fans. Do super chat me. Do gift memberships. Hit the like button, Dabbleverse fans that I hate.
Into the show, I got some people that could probably text me by the end of the show and let me know what's going on, because I heard that he went to jail. This all is
easy. I tell you what, I really enjoyed that clip that Def done. I think that was nominated by Nick, actually. So shout out, Nick. About his penis, his tiny penis. That was fun. But yeah,
Rob has moments. It's just unfortunate. There's a lot of dullness sometimes, but he has moments, and the chat's pretty good. So it's hit or miss. But yeah, it's not as bad as you think.
Brent Monkhouse surely will eventually steal your British show format. Yep, 100%. 100%.
From the big case of him sending Gino pictures of a naked girl. I really don't know much about that.
Hello, you cunt. How's it going, young?
End of the Dabbleverse. I try to stick in my own quadrant. I don't venture too many parsecs in the Dabbleverse. I stick within maybe 1,000 light years in the Dabbleverse circle. I don't really go too far out and get involved with the likes of some of these morons. But it would.
Do you think he's kind of lost it a little bit since he started doing that radio show? Funnily enough, I saw a 5-hit saying we're good enough for him before he got that radio show. You're not wrong. Do you think that's kind of knocked him a bit? Because, like I say, we've covered him for the last like 4 weeks, and every time it's been boo. Like it's not been good. He hasn't made me laugh, and that's one thing Anthony always could do, was at least make you laugh, right?
Yeah, like I didn't watch a lot of Compound with Opie. Anthony, I'm thinking of Opie because I used to when he would do Opie, I'd watch those clips and they were funny. He was talking about John, like he's just covering shit talk. Now even when he talks about Opie, it's just, or John, is just boring. I don't know what the fuck's up with this guy. Old age or phoning it in because he's got the big AM gig now. I don't know.
Look at this hamhead.
The hamhead.
Hello, my American friend. Gifting the 5 memberships. Thank you.
Core Blimey, 5 gifted memberships.
Thank you, Hamhead. I'm gonna do you a little dedicated thing as well, pal, because you're a good egg. And I'm pretty sure I can find some ham and pineapple related thing to create. Thank you very much. Very kind of you. Guys, if you do want to contribute, you can use Super Tip as well if you like, because I get to keep a lot more of that. Just saying. But yeah, Joey.
Supertip.gg/. Cool. Get a job, pineapple. Grifting Fanuk.
Yes. So the grift is I'm trying to not have to work. No, because you I honestly don't know how people can rely on this as a source of income, because I feel like such a fucking tramp every time I do a show, and I'm like, remember, you can super tip if you like, you can donate a membership if you like. Fucking hell. But yes, I do appreciate it. You're very good. But hello, Oscar. Look at this. We're very lucky today with the people in the chat as well. PSP. Hello, PSP.
Would be entertaining, I guess, if he got. I'm trying to look for news at the same time. If he did get arrested today, like he goes to the sentencing. I was watching some shows, and they were talking about his mother. His mother wrote a letter to the judge.
Is it just because he's like so good riffing with other people? Because I was having a little look here. Sorry, let's see it so we can actually see it. John Doe, Anthony with Jimmy on WABC. I could listen to them forever. I actually listened to that as well. I think it's put on YouTube, and I listened to that. But Anthony by himself talking politics, I want to cut my ears off. It's like listening to Mumbling Nick's show. It's fucking no, I'm joking. I'm joking.
I have guests.
But yes, no, yeah, for sure. Yeah, you do. Yeah, exactly. Even Nick knows you got to have other people, for sure. But yes, we've got Shmuel Buckman, the enemy of everyone apparently at the moment. How's it going, Shmuel, buddy? You expected more from him? Yeah, I don't know. He's done so much for so long, I guess, that maybe we've got to give him a little bit of a. But yeah, he does seem distracted. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But Jesus fucking
Speaking
Christ.
of my show, this Aaron Imholt thing gave me an idea. It reminded me of and I'll just stop it right here, but it reminds me of a court case involving E. Jean Carroll and Donald J. Trump. I might compare the two and do something on it. It's a lot of just stop talking about our violations, and he wouldn't stop, and he went back and forth. So yeah, I think I can make a little parallel with that. See how we can do.
So yes, Squid, PSP, can we get an audio assessment? I always want audio assessment from PSP, but I think it's too nice to tell me how shit it is. But do tell me so I can fix it if it's no good. Eva, what was the handle disaster on YouTube? Has it gone back to normal, Eva? Because on my side, I see it the exact same as it's always been. But when I went in chat, it went absolutely bonkers. I could see everyone's at. It was brilliant. Mine was at Echo Pineapple. It worked perfectly for me. You fools. Everyone else is like John Smith. John Smith lives at 23 West Street. You're like, idiot. What's that? Yeah.
I didn't even notice because mine's literally at OG Mumbling Nick, so I'm fine. I always sound muffled. Sorry, buddy. That's my voice. But
that's this gimmick.
I was gonna say that yeah, someone said hi to me in the chat, and they had the exact same, emblem as Written Asylum, but it was a weird name, and I'm like, is that you written? Because it was somebody, yeah. So that fucked me up. I didn't notice.
Yeah. It's okay now as normal. Oh, okay, very weird. Very weird. His shows are only his same opinion over and over, and he does nothing funny anymore. That's a shame. That's a shame, really, isn't it? Like, the one thing as well, I guess you never get away with, right? Because if you're funny, you're like, well, you're funny forever. It doesn't matter if you're old, right?
Yeah, should be.
Eva was doxxed. Yeah, to be fair though, Eva, I was going around sending everyone your address, saying send Zumok merch over to Eva, cash on delivery. So yeah, apologies. See, look, Hamhead knows. Your show does first Rev Hamhead. There you go. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. But yes, let's see where we're at. Come on, Anthony, do something funny.
Saying that he's a good boy, good boy, and if he went to jail, I guess I guess the judge didn't care.
Lovely
about his mommy's letter. I mean,
I know, G-Rob. Shout out to Spurgsnake and also to Annie for the help. I do appreciate that. You know what's really mad though is when I listen to the show back on my computer through my headphones, I'm like, oh my god, I hate the sound. My voice is so kind of like doesn't sound right. I hate my voice anyway, but I mean in general. But when I listen to it on my phone, I'm like, okay, cool. No, it sounds okay. It sounds good through my phone. So I guess that's all that matters. I doubt most of you are watching at your computer. But yeah, appreciate all the help, Spurgy and Annie, of course.
Look, I don't really know this guy from a hole in the wall. He apparently did a show or two on Compound. I must have been underwhelmed because
right, PSP, don't go back and dox me immediately after this motherfucker. But yeah.
Really don't remember that. I do remember doing him and April's show. I was a guest.
Honestly, Hamhead, that was one reason why I was very reluctant to do anything like this because I was like, I want to get involved in the Dabbleverse. I want to kind of, have a little show and kind of like find out about people. But I was like, but my voice, my fucking voice, I hate it. But I think it's maybe a lot of people just don't like it. I think, I don't know why, but yeah.
Shut up. I hate when you have I talk like this and you're like, I hate my voice. I sound like fucking proper British or whatever. And here I got a fucking mumbling, can't enunciate, muffled fucking voice, and you're bitching about yours. Suck it up, bitch. You're fine.
Squid, apparently I was Dabble Storian. Yeah, I was also Clay Dabbler. I think that was it. I don't think I was anyone else. But yeah, I'm actually just Echo, if that helps. But yeah. Apparently so, G-Rob. Apparently so. But I think Dabble Storian left before I got here. But I still see him. He's dabbling in the water or some shit. But yeah.
Not at their place, obviously. I zoomed in. And I did that. April seemed, nice. Cute. Kind of a thing. I don't know. But, I was like, a husband and wife kind of a thing. That's all I really know about them.
PSP. You know what I've actually done? When Joey said, are you Dabble Storian? I went and listened to some of the shows where he spoke. I don't sound a thing like, well, I sound British, to be fair. He sounds British, so I get it. But apart from that, that's as close as it was. Yeah.
And then finding out through watching some of the Dabbleverse shows, I found out about the whole Aaron Imholt thing and the breaking the law, the insane thing with the lawyer guy.
So Eva, isn't it crazy though? Because Clay sounds different to Echo, more London accent with Clay Dabbler, which is weird because he's from London, so that kind of makes sense, I guess. But you would be forgiven for hearing Clay's voice and hearing mine and being like similar because we're from the same part of the country. Whereas I don't even think Dabble Storian was he's probably from down south, but I don't think it was London. But yeah. Anyway, protesting too much, people are going to realize I actually am Dabble Storian, and they won't super tip me because they don't want to super tip Dabble Storian, which is
chill out, Clay. Chill the fuck out. You're good. Liam told me you were Clay. He was convinced you were fucking Clay. I had to tell him you weren't. I had to break his heart.
Also, Clay, without if you watch like 10 minutes of this show and 10 minutes of Clay on the show, you'd be like, Clay's very animated and very
100%
loud and like likes to get drunk and kind of goes a bit crazy. Very entertaining, sure, but that's Clay, right? Me, I'm boring. I'm very controlled. I'm very measured. I kind of structure my show. No one likes it. No one hits the like button. It's brilliant, yeah. But we're totally different. And I guess Clay would have to be a Clearwater Chad kind of character, right? To be like, okay, now I'm gonna turn into Echo, But yeah.
Yeah, Clay's always like this, flicking his lighter. Yeah, it's totally different.
Yeah, he doesn't like me. Clay doesn't like me. But yeah, not enough sirens to be Clay. Yes, that's a good point. I occasionally have an ice cream van outside. That's about it. That's all you can hear. But yes, thank you very much. Right, come on, Cumia.
And his wife and the coke and the kids and the pictures and the Aaron licking the guy's cum and it's so, like I said, keep a tight.
No, problem is I give myself too much credit while suffering. I'm like, I'm so terrible. You know what's terrible? I'm so bad. No one will show their appreciation for the show. No one that's how bad I am. All right. It's that obvious. No one feels right.
Perimeter in my part of the Dabbleverse. That is venturing into the, dark space, as they call it. I don't want any part of that Dabbleverse. I'll do Uncle Rico with Shuli and Zen and Mike. Love it. Laugh my ass off. Have a good time. Who are these podcasts?
Dabbleverse.
Fun. Goof on Opie a little bit. Whatever.
See, look, G-Rob gets it. G-Rob gets it. Sometimes I just need to be loved. Thank you, G-Rob. I appreciate you. I dig you, Eccles. I dig you, G-Rob. Thank you very much. Very kind of you. There you go. I can shut up now. Thank you very much, pal. Right.
But when you're getting into a guy and his wife and the other guy and his wife and the kids and the coke and the arrests and the
thanks for doxing me. Oh wait, I guess I doxed myself a little bit. So Mad Dog Matty, Kent/Essex. So it's kind of fucked up from the both. But yeah, just outside of London, essentially. For all you Americans, you might as well say only where's Essex, I guess you might know. But yes, here we go. Here we go. One sec. We've even got my good friend 5How. You've actually upset me, the fact that you keep winding me up so much, because I actually really like you. So thank you. You are a pineapple and Clay is a peach. Of shit. Exactly. Thank you, pal. And now I can play something I made specifically for you, buddy. 1 second. I hope you like it. I hope it's taken in the spirit it was meant.
5. Hit 5. How? I appreciate each and every underhanded, backhanded compliment and donation.
There you go. I don't know if you like that or not, but I thought you might. So thank you very much, pal. But yes, Jesus. Crap, not far off. Not far. No, that's Birmingham, isn't it? Easy. But yeah, anyway. Yes, go on. What did you want to say, pal? Sorry.
I don't remember. Start the video.
Oh, good. Good.
revenge porn. That's way beyond just the Dabble verse. That's way beyond Stuttering John just saying yet another stupid thing, or talking about how his third grade teacher said he was the greatest actor he's ever seen. He's like Olivier at being 8 years old. That's funny. That shit, though, it gets a little dark. So I don't know, but I
reckon I could do ant scores before I watch the clips going forward.
I'll check in on my. Let me see. I'll check in on my texts because I know a few people that know, and they could probably get back to me or something.
So Hamhead, Eccles strikes me as the like of son of a land baron or something weirdly British. You're correct. If I saw you, I would strike you. You're absolutely correct. If I was the son of a land baron, I'd hit you with a stick. But yeah, I wish I did. I wish I actually reached out and got him to do it for you, pal. But no, sadly, it's clearly AI. But yeah, I think Karmic would like that, right? But yeah,
I've been watching Melton's show, and he's fucking hilarious. Holy shit, he just lambasted.
Eva, play the clip, Echo. I couldn't send an insulting message. Okay, fair enough. Thank you, Eva. I will play the message. Thank you. And £5 is about $26. So thank you for the
Yes, this guy. Apparently, Melton is wherever this sentencing is. Where is it? Minnesota. Somewhere in Minnesota. And Melton went to do a live. He wants to be in the courtroom to watch the sentencing, and if it happened already, he did. I'm just, eager to see what happened and see Melton's take on it, and Shuley and Carl, and see what their take on the whole thing is. I'll get intel and communications, like the Voyager satellite, send it out into the dark part of the Dabbleverse, and I'll get the information without having to actually go there into that part of the Dabbleverse. So, yeah, I'm just curious to see how this pans out. When Gino Bisconti is your star witness, I'd assume you're going to jail. That's it. I don't even know. I don't even know if Gino was a witness in defense of Aaron or the prosecution's witness, because Aaron sent Gino the picture.
So next time Gino's like, yeah, we're good pals, we still talk, you'd be like, yeah, absolute bullshit.
He texted in the picture, electronic delivery of revenge porn, whatever it was. And then Aaron seemed to just, from what I heard anyway.
Look at G-Rob, look, what a good egg. Member as well for 5 months. Wow, Jesus Christ. Milestone chat. Do we have a rally going? Super chats, PayPal. No PayPal, just
No
super
rally.
chats, super tip, memberships, all appreciated. Very much so. Thank you very much, everyone. But yes, no PayPal. I do have an Amazon wish list, and I do have a birthday coming up, so feel free to have a look at that. People who love me. There's some not that expensive things on there, and there's some very expensive things on there. So decide in advance how much you hate/like me. But yeah,
violate orders of protection and stay away, and he's talking about it on his show. Why the f would you do that? Who's his lawyer? Any lawyer would tell you, until this is all wrapped up, don't even mention this shit, because anyone that wants a piece of your ass is going to clip it out of context and send it right to the judge. That's going to be
not even necessary. Not even necessary, is it? Like literally, you could just pick any of his streams, send it with a timestamp, and you're done.
sentencing you. And they're going to go, look what piece of shit this guy is. He just can't shut up. He can't stop besmirching people and bad mouthing and lying. And then the judge goes, oh, wow, this guy's a piece of shit.
Oh yeah, shit, I nearly forgot about this. Sorry. 1 second. Eva, thanks for reminding me. Holiday fund. I got paid my YouTube money. I gave Rochi his 2% as always. And I've got all my euros sorted. I'm all ready. Thank you very much, everyone. Greatly appreciated. Wife was very ungrateful that we had our spending money sorted by the lovely people at YouTube. So don't say thanks to her at any point or anything along those lines. But yes, holiday fund. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. I'm going away over my birthday, so no birthday grift stream, unfortunately, which is sad. Absolutely sad.
Shit. And maybe that's why Aaron supposedly, from the slight things I've heard, was handcuffed after his sentencing and brought through that door behind the judge. I just find it entertaining.
Eva, the reason you can't send pounds is because their currency is so weak, it would break the system if you were able to send pounds. You'd be like sending a $5 and it'd be like $300 or something along those lines. So I appreciate it. But hey, just look at it that way. You sent me like £3 British there for the $10. So thank you.
It's what it is. It is what it is. So eager to find out what's going on. I'm sure I'll find out from my buddies.
Steel Toe Morning Show.
Oh, thank Jesus. I mean, good work, Cumia. I gave him a better score than I should. I'm changing it. I'm changing it back. Just for how it ended. What's your scores, mate?
0-0-1. I'll give him a point somewhere.
Brilliant. So now we're moving on to the steel toe part. Brilliant. Yes, let's see what steel toe does. It's another Stallion 19 clip. Thank you very much, mate. Reviewing steel toes is no, beg your pardon, coping with the news of his condition and changes to sentence. I'm sure it's going to be absolutely fine. I'm sure he's going to be open and honest. Let's see. But before we do, let's see what Shmuel Buckman, the most hated man in the Dabbleverse, apparently has sent me. The Packy and Mrs. Pineapple take monthly cut of the tips. Well, she gets to go on holiday with me and she gets to use the spending money. So yes, stupid. I said to her the other day, I went, ain't that good that they pay for our spending money? She's like, yeah, well, it's our money anyway. Like we share our money. I'm like, all right, fuck off.
That's called marriage, fucking Pineapple. It's fucking...
I know, right?
Yeah,
Jesus,
dumbass.
Christ. Yeah. I've got to agree with Eva. Crumpets are banging. I know you guys don't really have them, but they are nice. I know they're like a meme to take the piss out of British people, but they're tasty.
Welcome, everybody. Good to see you. Thank you so much. Here's the deal. If you know, thank you all of you who sent the well wishes and the kind messages. There.
Honest to God, I put up this comment. I put it down and I swear I thought I heard Nick go, Jew.
I did say Jew.
Sure. You did you?
Yes.
Oh my God. Oh my god!
I tried saying
Brent,
it quietly to be
shut up,
funny,
Brent.
but yeah.
Anti-Semitic. Love it. Going on a holiday with Becca would be more of a punishment. Well, thank you. Jesus Christ. Wow, how rude. How rude.
We're a bunch of them. I appreciate it. You're very, very kind. If you
Right, okay. I'm actually not going to tell you guys when I'm away. I'm getting worried. don't. I'm not going to let you know when I'm away. I'm just going to have Nick turn up with a pineapple filter. I think it'll work.
want to talk about anything yesterday related or anything related to anything going forward, here's what I will tell you.
So you put a shitty comment. You just said Jew, and you know what Shmuel did? He rubbed it in about who his people killed. Look at him. He went, Jesus, Nick. You remember Jesus? Remember what we did to him?
He was a Jew. I get it. Jesus was a Jew. Imaginary Jew, but he was a Jew, you know?
Oh my God, Eva. We're going to have to send postcards. I can't wait. You will have to pay the delivery, though, when I send the postcard to you.
There are shitloads of people who are going to talk about it. Shitloads of people who are going to talk about it endlessly. Like it's all they have in the.
I sound like a cool American in my head, easy. I sound like a cool American. But yeah, outside of that, mate, bottle of water.
The world. All right?
Free.
I will not. I will thank everyone who sent me very kind messages. Thank you to Cheetos, who's an absolute G. I think superstar of the day.
Big.
I have a big Weird Al concert I'm going to with my daughter on Saturday. I'm very excited. You want to watch some meme copium? Meme will talk about it. As far as I go, I told you yesterday I'm burying my past yesterday, and I've
apparently in the first 3 minutes, Hammer. Yeah, apparently in the first 3 minutes. Yeah.
Buried my past as far as I'm concerned. We're moving on. Again, if you want to talk about it, you are welcome to talk about it anywhere you want. If you send me money to talk about it, it will not get put up on the screen. It will not get read.
If you send me money to talk about it, I will put it up on the screen.
If you came here to harass me about any of it, you're totally free to do that wherever you want.
If you come to harass me, we can talk about it as well.
My guys, just go ahead and get rid of them. We roll with the people who support us. We roll.
No, Hamhead, I'm a softie. I don't like hunting. I don't like all that shit. It's
with the
bullshit.
people who love the toe. And for me, I got a show to do. Thank you very much. Oh, by the way, I had a phenomenal.
As if there's 61 people watching this piece of shit show. Hit the like button, you idiot, so make sure you follow. Thank you very much.
Day yesterday, SP came over. We ran Gordy ragged. Gordy's such a good boy. He slept like an angel. I mean...
Right, I've had it with people bad-mouthing Gordy, all right? You can hate Steel Toe, but leave that little rat dog alone, all right? Dogs are cute. Doesn't matter what kind of dog they are. Leave it alone.
Right tied up against my ass.
Oh.
But he slept like an angel. It's got to be a...
Pest, I thought you gave up on me. Hello, Pest. Nice to see you. I hope you're doing good.
The warmth thing with small dogs, it's got to be either it could be a comfort thing, but it's got to be like a warmth thing with tiny dogs that like, because he like, it's uncomfortable. Like I'll wake up in the middle of the night. It's like he forms a C.
Yeah, I think people gave him quite a bit of shit, Squid, about it. So he's kind of all of a sudden like he's a massive dog owner and what have you. But yeah, here you go. Echo, I'm expecting a holiday picture of you and the missus. Just make sure she smiles so I can see her. Racist. Racist.
So, real quick,
I will put some pictures on my vacation. Not off me, obviously, but on my. Yeah, go on, mate.
Who's Cheeto? I keep hearing about this guy the last like. Is he like a bar owner? And I heard he kicked Melton out or something. That's all I heard of. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Off the bar. Yeah.
Right around where my ass is. I would say on a regular basis, I'm being big spooned by my dog. And I guess until just now, until right now, I've never really processed my feelings on the matter. I don't
Come on, Nick, pay attention. Thank you, Skinny Chad.
like until I get an explanation why, like from a veterinarian or anything else. It's troubling to me. I need to know, why does your dog snuggle your ass? AI will answer it for me. Why does your dog snuggle and sniff your rear end? While it may seem strange or even a bit embarrassing to you, dogs snuggling close to your rear end is a normal and often
It's what happens when you don't wash properly.
affectionate behavior rooted in their strong sense of smell. Oh, okay, great. Oh, God, don't. No.
Tugs him. I think you might be right. And while summary, packy women are naturally tan and hottest women on planet, underrated. God, one day when you guys see me in Vegas next year for Hackamania 3, if it goes ahead, you're gonna be like, oh, your wife's not packy. I'll be like, nope, she's not.
I told you, man. I begrudgingly, not begrudgingly, but when I first met you and you said that shit, I just went with it because I didn't want to like be racist or whatever. Like that, not that I would care, but then you and Rochi just kept making jokes. I was like, I think he's
love me and Rochi are like, yeah, our wives packy, smell, curry, blah blah blah. And you're like, wow, you guys are horrible to your wives. It's like,
No. One of the reasons that and you're gonna do this, you're gonna take this the wrong way. One of the reasons, pheromones. Now, I know people talk about like pheromones in like a sexual sense. This is about they tell your dog
too much
about your age, gender, mood, health status, and even if you've recently had sex or given birth. Oh, I had sex yesterday and my dog snuggled my ass.
Yeah, okay. That's a nice normal sentence. Jesus fucking Christ.
Why do
you know what's so weird?
What?
Yeah. Never once when I've streamed and me and the wife have whatever, yeah, would I ever thought of going, you know what I'm gonna say today? Oh guys, guess what happened? It's like, why? It's such a weird thing to want to brag about, I guess. Is it bragging?
That's exactly where I was going. It's like, what is it? Like John does the same shit. Like we're at
Brian.
when you're a grown man to brag, like that's something you did when you were a teenager. Like, hey, guess what I did? It's like, dude, yeah, you're supposed to at this age. It's not that hard, especially like if you're married. There's no reason to fucking brag if you're fucking married. It's like Jesus Christ.
I think Nick's got the same issue as Joey C. He just said it's not that hard. Fair enough, mate.
Yeah, look at that thumb, baby. Look at that thumb. Try my best. That's all I can do.
So, like, wait a minute. Is my dog snuggling my ass? Is that like a high five?
Nope.
Is that...
You know, they can give you their paw if they want. That's kind of like a high five.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Is that so? If I go to bed and Gordy goes, this is a good way for SP to ever find out if I'm cheating on her. If she wakes up in the middle of the night and Gordy is tight snuggling my ass, she can go, hey, what the f have you been doing? I swear to God. Maybe that's the best way to catch your husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend cheating. If their dog is just right up tight to their ass.
What the fuck is I guess is he kind of like, I'll tell you what, I've been watching Rob Soul and I reckon this is the way to go to distract people from my court case, potentially.
I forgot he was a fuck boy. I totally forgot. He's just a fucking player. Yeah.
They know something happened. So like my male dog, like just really just gets right on there.
Why would he do it like that as well?
Yeah,
Why would he do it like? There's no way you're confusing what that might be misinterpreted as, right? Or interpreted as,
Right.
not even
Like,
misinterpreted.
well, my dogs are past, but my dog slept with us too, and they climb up against me, but not against my fucking ass, not in my fucking ass, dude. That's just fucking weird.
Yeah, I think Oscar might be correct. Jesus fucking Christ. Oof.
I got laid yesterday. So there's a chance we can spin this into my dog just loves me a whole big bunch and is really proud of me. That could be it. Identification and recognition. Just like dogs use their noses to identify each other, sniffing your rear end helps them recognize you and confirm your identity. I mean, I could show him my driver's license. Yeah, Cheeto.
So he spends so little time with his dog that his dog's like, "Are you that guy? He's my owner that sometimes feeds me and sometimes lets me outside to go to the toilet." Oh, yeah, no, it is you.
Dude, I think he was just like, how can I be funny and brag about getting laid without looking like I'm bragging that I got laid? It's like, dude, you have a girl. You're what, middle aged? Okay, that's what you're supposed to be doing. Fuck off.
I don't think he quite got away with it. And yeah, that's not what the article said. I'm not fucking surprised that's not what it says. I can't trust the word that comes out of this guy's mouth. Obviously,
I don't know, but you're a superstar, man. A lot of people saying great shit about Cheetos today. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, it's look.
Yeah, don't talk about anything. Oh, let's talk about it, all of it.
It's I can't be worried about anything that the internet says. It's just onward and upward.
The wild summary, I actually take offense to this because this could be addressed to me. I'm pretty vanilla with stuff like that. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I know. I don't know. Come on, Steel Toe.
Little everything. Oh my God. I need to know what this is for. Hold on a minute, guys. Stop the presses. Stop the show. I got to see something.
Yeah, I'm sure it's amazing.
All the haters, can I get a free link on Rumble Friday? LOL. Steven with $800.
Steven with $800. Wow. Wow. And Shmuel Buckman sent me free. Shmuel, you sent me $3. This is why people say bad thing about Jewish people, right? Yep. I've been nice. I've said bomb Iran. I've been on your side, but you're not really helping us out with this, mate.
Holy shit, buddy. Thank you. Oh, wow. Holy shit, Steven. Thank you for the $800, dude. I don't want to cry on stream.
Oh my
God.
Reminds me of when Deadfall sent me a really expensive microphone. It ended up costing me £200, by the way, because I had to set it up with loads of extra stuff. But yeah, fake don't. I don't know. It sounded quite genuine to me, you know, because he's just paid $500, you know, out of his account. So now someone's giving him $800. So if anything, he's won, right? Yeah, I believe it.
Big win for the toe. I was gonna say, Shmuel, I am not in favor of Israel. So if you really want to piss me off, give Eccles some fucking money.
Nah, Shmuel's all right. Shmuel's all right. He sent me a gift from Amazon wishlist, which was nice of him. Thank you, Shmuel.
And I don't want to talk.
That wasn't for my birthday, though, Shmuel. That was for someone else, so that doesn't count. Send me a card as well.
Talk about any of this anymore. But and you know me, I've been at this game long enough to that people wanting to laugh and chuckle and chortle and whatever at anything that
he should have supertip.gg/toe, shouldn't he?
happens with me does not bother me. It's totally fine. That doesn't register.
I think so, Pest, but luckily I don't like the Packy, so I'm actually pro-Jew at the
on
moment.
An emotional level. What does register still to this day on an emotional level is the support.
Thanks, guys.
I'm not afraid of anything anymore because of the amount of support I've been shown.
Right, young old vibes. Do you want the office or do you want the other spare room? What would you like?
And if you want to clip this and you want to do 9 hours of content about how gay I'm being right now, you can't hurt me. Like,
luckily, Sparky isn't a grown-ass man, so he wins again.
I'm tempered in shit at this point. That shit can't get to me. What can get to me still is after being railroaded out of.
Yeah, Tug, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Thank you guys
radio,
so much for this.
in my opinion, by people who were jealous of how much we were kicking the shit out of them.
Well, no, you get a discount for that. If there's sex included as well, it goes down to $600.
$1,500.
And after being able to make this work here, after the entire weight of the world trying to push down on you and kill you, and you telling them off, you can't kill me. I wouldn't have the balls to do that right in their face if I didn't have crazy support like this. Honestly, after a day that was...
Honestly, are we all thinking fake dono? Because it is a super convenient dono, right? Because it then turns into another win for the toe. Like you say, he had to pay $550. He then got given $800, so he's already $250 up on the deal. So
I hope it's fake. Like as someone earlier said,
you hope it's fake. Yeah, I hope it's fake as well.
Like,
I don't want him getting any money.
As I said, I far be it from me to tell anyone what to do with their money, but he's acting like he's the victim, and it's like, fuck him. Don't, like, there are real victims out there. If you want to give someone $800 to fucking help him out, he's not the fucking victim. He's the predator in this fucking thing. So fuck off.
Thanks for the reminder. Good shout. There are real victims out there.
It wasn't a great day, but there were a lot of positives that came out of it. Like, I'm done. I'm finished.
Easy. You think someone owes him money and he said, just pay it. No, I don't think anything got paid. Yeah, exactly. It's a PayPal one. We all know PayPal's full of fake.
Finished with it. You're not going to hear me say anything about anything. But then also, like, the amount of mess, my inbox filled.
Self-inflicted, Brent. Self-inflicted. No sympathy.
With people being supportive. Filled with people who get it. Filled with people who just, said some really nice things. And then people like Steven throwing $800 at the toe just because.
Fucking hell, Steven. You are a legend. Thank you so much.
He said all the haters just because he sees, the amount of people who just try to make
young old vibes. I'm black and my country might be at war, waiting on Trump to decide if you're black, you're already a victim. Don't worry about it. You're fine. You're already winning.
How'd you find the Dabble
the back of the toe? And he
I hope you like my Anthony video from earlier, young old vibes.
Goes, you know what? These people, here's my, just you being nice to me and just you being a fan and enjoying the show is more than enough to make me feel touched. But then to put a monetary number on that support is so.
Hey guys, you guys just being here and like chatting and hitting like, it means the world to me. But if you gave me money as well, that would actually mean more to me. So thank you guys. I appreciate that. That's pretty much where you ended up going with that point. Yeah. He was like, hey, no, just the support alone is enough. Then he goes, but when you give me a lot of money, it makes me go, oh shit, no, that is better than just your support. Support doesn't pay my bills.
So far above, and it being that number is so above and beyond. I can't tell you how much it means to me. So thank you very much, Steven. I appreciate it. You're the man. And everybody, and honestly, all of you, whether you're throwing in
you're all a man. All of you are the man, especially the ones who donated. You are all a man.
$800 like Steven, or you're hitting thumbs up or even thumbs down. I found out that even if you hit thumbs down, that's an interaction and
oh shit.
Yes, well done, fucking expert off the internet and radio. You learned something that I learned day one.
Helps the algorithm. Just hitting thumbs up. I prefer a thumbs up.
I prefer thumbs down. Knock yourself out, guys.
But like even the thumbs up, like that means the world to me. And knowing there's people out, a shitload of people out there who in life in general and in the world, they get it. I appreciate it. I do have to stop. Let's see, 800. Let's see. So we were so that's
so we're at $802, guys.
Like we're good through Monday now. At least Monday. It might be more than I think Monday. Maybe part of 2. So we're good for a while.
You reckon, Meg? Now we know the big cash was probably to pay for the Toes fake. Yeah, HRO. He's put a restraining order out on Nick Ricada as well. That popped out just after I saw the clips.
Oh, did
but
he?
Yeah. Well, smallest violin right there, Gina.
Yep.
Wait, no, more than that. Hold on. 2, 5, 7. Yeah, we're good into Tuesday. Thank you very much for that.
Guys, I just want to let you know we're nowhere near good enough for Tuesday at the moment, but I do appreciate the likes and the comments and the views. But again, it actually transfers into real appreciation when you send me your hard-earned money for me to spend it on euros and cocktails at the bar. Thank you.
That knocks out a shit of goals. I appreciate that. And I appreciate all of your guys' support. You're incredible.
I think it was Aussie guy who pointed out the guises. The guises. I appreciate you guises. It's very good of you.
I could walk through fire because of my children, my lovely girlfriend, my family.
I walk through fire because of my children. Rephrase that slightly. I would walk through fire for my children. Yeah.
I hate this shit about the Dabbleverse too. Like all the dads just bragging, I do anything for my kids. No shit. You're a father. You're like, it doesn't have to be said. It just doesn't have to be said. So when people say it, it makes me fucking question.
Redundant.
Yeah.
It's redundant. And as a parent to a dog, because I don't have a real child, I agree. You shouldn't mention it.
Right. Even that, I had to save my dog from a pit bull once, and I was fucking like, not that I'm brave, but I didn't think once, just because it's just a reaction. You know what I mean? And that's all it is. These fucking
Please hit like because of Nick being a hero and saving his dog. Good work. But yes, Sam Bibley, I appreciate you pressing like and dislike constantly throughout the video. It's awesome. But yes, yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
And you guys could walk through a fucking burning building.
I'm sorry, we're gonna have to miss this. I don't think we got time for it, unfortunately. No. So we got scores on the doors. I think it's a slam dunk. Is it? It's between 2. Right, let me do a bit of mental maths. We got 6. We got 12. We've got a fucking draw. Oh my Jesus! So Doom takes it with both of them. But yeah, it's between the Grift and Patrick and Nick going over the whole thing. I reckon we give it to Patrick and him going over everything. Nick going over everything because that was pretty fucking good. So yes, well done, Doom, as always. Absolutely smashing it. Right, guys, we gotta go because I've got a show to do. But you're doing a show later tonight, mate. What time and where can people find it?
Oh yeah, I'm doing it at 10 o'clock. It's on OG Mumbling Nick on YouTube. It's just a one-off goofy thing to go over something I did before. But usually do a political show every Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with Liquid Cryptid and Ava and others. So check it out if you're interested. Thank you.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, Nick. And now to take the screen over. Guys, I appreciate you so much. Obviously, the fact that you're just here, it means the world to me. But yeah, thank you for the donations. That meant way more than you being here. So thank you very much. If you haven't hit like, please hit like. We are going to be doing Chewing the Shit, me and Rochi, just the boys, in half an hour. So keep an eye out. It's going to be fun. We're going to be covering the whole JBX and Joey C bullshit. And we're going to be working that all out. So make sure you join. And also leaderboard, we're going to fucking smash it. I can just, I got a feeling we're going to be top 8 this week. Okay, so let's fucking do it. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a lovely evening if you're not going to follow me over. And if you do follow me over, well, just chill out for half an hour. Jesus Christ, get a drink or something. See you later, everyone. 30 minutes, Pest. So see you in a bit, everyone. Take care. Thanks, Nick. See you later, mate. Bye.
I see the Dabbleverse beautiful, and the happiness of it all is when the clips comes uploading through to make this content for you to find. Then I think of dabbling sometime, and I want to spend Saturday afternoon with you. Between 2 hacks, we can make it if we try. Between 2 hacks, make it die. Between 2 hacks, make it die. Between 2 hacks, watching running clips by MRI. Between 2 hacks, Nick and I. We watch some TS and we this and see what the mudshot do. I wanna score this with you. Between two hacks, we can hit the goal if we try. Between two hacks, Nick and I. Between two hacks, Nick and I. Between two hacks, play Ray clips on the fly. Between two hacks, Nick and I. We can watch it. Between two hacks, let's go together, baby. Between two hacks, team planet. Between two hacks, between two hacks, we can score it. Between two hacks, between two hacks, we can ignore it. Between two hacks, between two hacks, we can ignore it. Between two hacks, between two hacks, we can ignore it. Between two hacks, between two hacks, we can snore through it. Between two hacks, between two hacks, we can flag it. Between two hacks, between two hacks.